Welcome to episode number 3 of his Green Bay Packers Madden 22 franchise series, and today I'm still playing my Green Bay Packers franchise here in Madden 22, obviously. We're about to play the Cardinals here in Week 8 on Sunday, or excuse me, we're about to play the Cardinals here in Week 8 on Thursday Night Football. I was about to say Sunday Night Football, but we play the Cardinals here in Week 8 in Phoenix, and it's also on Thursday Night Football. So we play so in this episode, it's Packers Week 8 game against the Cardinals in Phoenix, and the game is on Thursday Night Football. We're 5-2. We're 5-2. They're 4-3. But if you look at the schedule here, there was a glitch in the last episode I showed you. So we won the first game 24-19. That was 2 episodes ago. Then we beat the Lions 33-27 in overtime. Came back to win that game. It says that we beat the 49ers 31-0. We actually didn't. We beat them, but if you look at the player stats, why would Jimmy G have a touchdown? It might be really hard because of the glare, but you can kind of tell that it says 1 and 1 right there and right there. You can't have a touchdown if you're really to shut out, and they didn't. They didn't. So that was a fail right there by Madden, and they're having that glitch. I know what's going on. I know this game where we really won 38-19, which that was last episode, and Steelers at home in Week 4. Be right up here in the Iron Sky in this upper hand corner of that video. It says we lost 19-0. So how's that physically possible? I have no idea. And so we had no stats either. As Rogers had no stats, no one had no stats. Not no one had no stats. Everyone had no stats. That's what I meant to say. So yeah. And then Bengals 38-0. Well, we really beat them 38-24. Week 6, we actually lost 24-17 against the Bears in Chicago, and the Bengals didn't like to say we really won 38-24, although it says we won 38-0. That was in Cincinnati. This game, like I said, we lost 24-17 over the Bears in Chicago, and we actually did lose this game. And then we beat the football team 36-22. So the glitch hasn't happened since Week 5. So in Week 6 we actually lost, and then Week 7 we won and actually had the right score. Now hopefully this doesn't happen again. It hasn't happened. And I played these 2 games I think on Saturday. And when you're watching this, well, the day I'm posting this video will most likely be Wednesday, September 15th. But either way, I played those games Saturday. So hopefully that glitch is gone. Well, it hasn't been here in 2 straight games, but not on wood. Hopefully that doesn't happen again. And then also we play the Chiefs next week in Kansas City. Then we play the Seahawks at home. Then we play the Vikings in Minneapolis. And then we play the Rams at home. Next episode of the series will be the Packers Week 12 game against the Rams at home. It's a Sunday late game, and it's the Packers' last game before their bye week. As the Chiefs. So we're 5-2. It should be 6-1, but because of that glitch loss, we're 5-2. The Chiefs didn't have their bye week this week. Jacksonville 6-0, by the way. Yeah, no, not kidding. Let's look at the standings really quickly before we hop into the day. I don't want to waste too much time in this video, and because I have to get to bed soon. Not soon, but like 2 hours. Jacksonville and Minnesota are both 6-0. We're 5-2, along with the Ravens, the Browns, the Panthers, Steelers, and the Steelers are 4-2, along with the Bears. Or Steelers are 4-2, Bears are 4-3, and then some other teams. I don't go all the way down. But let's start with the AFC North. Ravens lead that division, or tied with the Browns actually for first place. Steelers have it ain't bad. Bengals 1-6, they're way down there. Jacksonville leads the AFC South. Over Houston, and Houston, they lead that division, but as the Texans, the Colts, and the Titans are all 3-4. Jacksonville 6-0, obviously. AFC East, Jets lead that division, or they're tied with the Bills for first place at 3-3. Patriots 3-4, Dolphins 2-5. AFC West, Chargers lead that division at 3-3. Broncos and the Broncos, the Raiders, and the Chiefs are 3-4. So the Chiefs are 3-4. I think the Chiefs, didn't they? Oh no, I think they started. No, that was a different franchise. But maybe that wasn't my tournament. I'm not sure. But NFC North, but Aiden's leading that division We're 5-2, so we are a game and a half back. If we actually didn't have that glitch loss, we'd be 6-1, like I said, and only half a game back. But because of that glitch loss, we're 5-2 and a game and a half back. Bears 4-3, Lions 1-6. What do you expect from the Lions? You know, Panthers lead the NFC South. They lead it by a game over the Buccaneers. No, yeah, it's a game. And the NFC East, Washington leads that division 4-3, a game or half a game up on the Cowboys. And in the NFC West, the Cardinals lead that division. We're about to play. Well, actually, rather, the Rams and the Cardinals are both 4-3, tied for first place in the NFC West. So we're about to play the Cardinals, obviously. So yeah, let's get into the game. The difficulty is on pro, and it's not the difficulty, as you can see right here, just to prove it to you guys. It's on pro and it's on simulation. So yeah, still level pro, game style simulation. So pro is one step up because there's 4 difficulties here in Madden 22. It's rookie, pro, all pro, and all Madden. So I'm on the second easiest difficulty. One step above rookie, which is the easiest, I'm one step above rookie, which is the easiest difficulty here in Madden 22. So I'm on pro, which is a step above rookie, like I said. As unfortunately, our players ready to negotiate is like Adams, MVS, some Lazard. We have no cap room. Everyone, when I go to offer on contract, we're at like a 19. We're at like a negative 20 million cap room. So it's like, what? Well, everyone knows that they're in financial issues. So I'm gonna try to maybe tag Adams, like put him on franchise tag in, but if not, we're gonna lose Adams. We do have Curtis Samuel down via trade between the first and second episode of the series. Yeah, we're 91. We're still a 91 offense. We're a 91 offense, an 84 defense, and an 87 overall. And the Cardinals are an 81 offense, an 83 defense, and an 81 overall. Their top player is DeAndre Hopkins is 98 overall. So it's Adams and Hopkins. Adams at 99, Hopkins at 98. Hopkins has 49 receptions, 641 yards, and 3 touchdowns on the year. Adams, I think, has a little more than that. But yeah, let's get into the game right now. So yeah, skip that strategy or whatever. Play full game. Take your time and play every snap of the game. Let's do it. 6-minute quarters, by the way. 4 6-minute quarters. 4 6-minute quarters. Thursday prime time. We're in 87, they're in 81. Obviously, Adams has doubled me. Alexander has shut down. Rogers is gambler. Hopkins has doubled me as well. Chandler Jones has relentlessness. That's the Cardinals left outside linebacker. And I almost said T.J. Watt. We just played the Steelers in the last episode, which T.J. Watt, which is the younger brother of J.J. Watt, is on the Steelers. But we're about to play J.J. Watt as well, who has run stuffer. So Thursday prime time, I'm gonna do color rush. So assuming that, yeah, there's color rush. I think it's all white, yeah. And I assume for the Cardinals, you would think it would be all red, right? Oh, it's all black. But, or not black, but that's like, well, it's all white for the Packers, and then Cardinals. Yeah, that's like a dark black, but no, you didn't tell the difference because it's one bright color and one dark color. Let's get into the game right now. Play call in hands. Let's do it. It's Josh Allen who lost to the Steelers in Week 1. Packers, well, not gonna talk about that. Got blown up by the Saints 38-3. Everyone probably knows that. Adams, yeah. He has 639 yards and 3 touchdowns. Hopkins and Adams have 3 touchdowns, and I think Hopkins has like 2 more receiving yards. So they're basically even. Rogers 14 touchdowns, 7 interceptions, and I think like almost 1,500 yards. We're 5-2. Should be 6-1, but we're 5-2, and the Cardinals are 4-3. Let's watch the prediction. Alan Roach. They also have Kyler Murray. I don't know that part. You didn't see color rush uniforms for both teams. I think it used to be like 3 years ago or 4 years ago where each team had to wear their color rush uniforms on Thursday Night Football, but obviously it's not the case anymore. But we are tonight. Both teams are. Well, 17 carries, 118 yards, and a touchdown for Aaron Jones last week, which was against the football team, where we won 36-22. I'll tell you, the Cardinals did the ball first, which I'll take that 100% because that means we did the ball at 7.5, so we have a possibility of double dip. Score at the end of the first half, score at the start of the 7.5. Yeah, let's kick off middle. Let's get into the game. Yeah, 5 out of the first 7. 1 6 miles per hour ball, and basically left to right. Or J.T. Stout, our punter, is doing the kickoffs. He's also doing the punts, and Mason Crosby, our kicker, does the extra points and the field goals. As we're on your way here in Phoenix, as Thursday Night Football is on your way, and that will be a return about a yard deep. And that's up to the 29-yard line as he kind of kept his feet moving there. But here comes Kyler Murray, who, well, was the quarterback at OU and wasn't the first overall pick in 2019, I think. So 2,000 yards so far, give or take, 14 touchdowns, 8 interceptions. Not bad through 7 games, and they're 4-3 and tied for first place in the NFC West with the Rams. Let's go with that play. As I looks like I'm gonna be Lancaster. Yeah, here we go. It's a run by the running back. I'm not sure who the running back is. He just bowled over a guy. Used to be David Johnson, but obviously he was part of that DeAndre Hopkins trade after the 2019 season. I'm not sure who that was, but it was a running back. 30 seconds into the football game. Still can't believe Jacksonville 6-0. Here we go. And here we go. A quick throw. It's caught by 6. The running back out of the backfield. So the running back has a rush and a reception. 5 yards. 13 inches, though. Top 5 team points scored. Here we go. Here we go. 3rd and inches. And it's intercepted! Alexander ran the route for him and picked it off. Murray to beat, and he... So, you didn't miss anything. I think in the last clip right before it ended, well, you saw the interception definitely by Alexander. He didn't really run the route for him, but he jumped the route because it was like a slant route, and Alexander was coming from behind the play, and he just jumped it basically. And then he ran, and then it was only Murray, the quarterback, to beat. And I tried to spin around him. He couldn't get around them. Murray with a good tackle, but we're at the Cardinals' 14-yard line. 4:45 to go in the first quarter. No score. And here comes A-Rod. So then inside zone split. I can't speak today. My apologies. Here we go. Let's give it to Jones, which I think a goal is to get him like 4 touchdowns or 200 receiving / rushing yards. That's a goal for him because obviously apparently had a big game last week, which he apparently had a big game last week, which he did, and also was not to turn over the ball more than one time. Here we go. It's a delayed run, and Jones is down to the 7. 2 rushes, 6 yards. It's 3rd and short. Here we go. Let's go with Wheat. Let's go with bench switch. Gotta watch this though. I have Adams, Tanya, and Samuel. Obviously, I traded Devin Funchess. Samuel was on Washington. I traded Funchess for Samuel. Here we go. And let's throw it to Dillon, the signature running back, and he's in, touchdown! A.J. Dillon, the signature running back. His first receiving touchdown. Well, he's got first receiving touchdown of the game. I think of the season, because if it said first receiving touchdown there, that's his first of the year. I think the announcer said it, but I was talking over it. But 6-0. Packers. That was A.J. Dillon, our signature running back. He also plays fullback because he's a signature running back, like I said. 3 plays, 13 yards, 7-0 Green Bay. They scored more points than they did in the Packers' first game in real life, where they lost 38-3, and they only got 1 field goal, which was by Mason Crosby, as time expired in this first half. And there's a kick, and that'll be returned from a yard deep again by 95. He's quick, and he's tackled out to 25. So, yeah. Okay, here we go. Let's go with nickel, butt slants 3, I think that said. Here we go. From the 25, 3:31 remaining in the first. 7-0 Green Bay. Quick throw, caught by Hopkins, first down. There's Hopkins. Murray 2 for 3, 22 yards, and that interception by Jameer Alexander, which is one of the top corners here in the National Football League. Here we go, and another quick throw. There's a slant, and it's caught. Injury, and D. Humphreys, I think that's the offensive lineman. 2nd-1, and yeah, Dana 9. 2:57 remaining in the first quarter. 2nd-1 from R49. So they're across midfield. They're snapping it on the Cardinals logo. It's a run, and he pushes his way forward for 5 or so, I would say. 4 maybe. First down anyways for the Cardinals. Now they're driving. Here we go. From the 45. Another run. No, it's a QB draw, and a guy just may have broke his ankles, flatted down, as he's tackled by Savage, a safety, but what's the flag? A little blocked in the back offense, and now pushing back. And it looks like it was like in front of the line, so it's 10-yard penalty on the spot of the foul, so it's first and whoa. Why is it first and I know because it's 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul if the foul occurs in front of the line of scrimmage, so it happened so far upfield where they still backed it up. I think it was right there on Alexander. You can kind of see right there. He got him in the back, and that was a 24-yard line, I think. And now they're backed up to the 38-yard line. But either way, it's 1st and 2. It's 10-yard penalty from the spot of foul. If the foul occurs in front of the line of scrimmage, or 10-yard penalty from the spot of foul if the foul occurs in front of the line of scrimmage, which it did. So it was 1st and 2, which that's weird to say. And they did, I think, 4 yards. First down. Now it's 1st and 10. That was the tight end from R33 now. 1:45 remaining in the first. 7-0 Green Bay. Here we go. It's a screen. I dove past him. A broken tackle, and he just shoots out of bounds. 5 for 6, 46 yards and an interception for Murray. He's down to R23. 1:20 remaining. 1:20 remaining in the first. Here we go. It's Connor, the running back, I believe. Number 6 here. Here's a run, and he is stuffed. And there's an injury. It's C. Kirk, which I think is one of their wide receivers. So that's 2 injuries for the Cardinals here in the first quarter. There's 1:10 to go in the first quarter. It's 7-0 Green Bay. But Arizona's at Green Bay's 23-yard line. And it's another QB draw. And only one guy to beat. And he's in. No, he's not in. 23 yards for Murray, and he's probably at the 1-foot line. 3 yards after contact. 1st and goal from the 1-yard line, possibly to be inside the 1, and it looks like it is. Here we go. Here we go. Under a minute to play. Here we go. He might be sneaking, and they're running up the gun, and he's in. Touchdown. And the Cardinals are within an extra point of time in the game. We just couldn't stop them. That's the thing, we couldn't stop them. Here we go. The tie of the game. And that's your point by Matt Prater. Now the Cardinals kicker is right down the middle. 7-7 ball game. With under a minute to play in the first quarter. It was exactly a 3-minute drive. 31 seconds to go in the first quarter. It's a 7-7 game here at State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. Now it's Randall Cobb, and I'm going to return from about 5 yards deep. And here's Cobb, and he's up past 25 to the 28-yard line. 27 seconds to play in the first. So a 32-yard return. And obviously we had that touchdown, Murray's interception. And here's A-Rod. We only have 13 total yards because we only had 1 drive, and that was the interception. We scored off the interception by Murray. Throw! And that was a hard hit on Adams, and he dropped it. It was only 13 yards because we only had to go 13 yards. Here we go, 2nd and 10. Let's just hit a run. Hopefully we can hit at least a couple here. And Jones put his head down. Then Dot probably at 7, 8, 3rd and 2. And there's 10 seconds to go. I don't think we don't have to run another play. I'm going to call a bench switch, but that will be the quarter. 7-7 ball game here in Glendale. Roof is open. I'm going to go with a run now. Hopefully we can get it, because if we don't, probably not going to go for it. Maybe, though. It depends how close it is. And here's Jones! And he, a second effort got him across the first down marker. First down, Green Bay. I thought Richmond was on its stop, but he put his head down and set an effort him across the first down marker. First down, Green Bay. Now let's show the bootleg to the left, which we don't have Bakhtiari because he tore his ACL. We have Jenkins over there, so hopefully this doesn't result in a sack. It doesn't. Throw, it's caught! Right? Yeah, it's caught by Samuel. First down at Arizona's 40. It's Vinny J, the head coach for Green Bay. Dude, ball starts sending out with the ball now too. 5 minutes down in the first half. 7-7 ball down. Let's throw it to Jones, and he got tackled right in the spot. They did 3 though. Rogers 3 for 4, 26 yards and a touchdown. Let's go with Mesh. Primary receiver is Adams, kind of across the middle, but we also have Jones, Tanya, and Samuel. Samuel's kind of doing like a cut route, and let's throw it to him. It's a tight throw. Hit Jarrett loose. It's now 3rd and 7 at the 41. We're going to run it because if we can get maybe like 5 yards, we're going to go for it or maybe take a field goal. I know you might think, why are you running it? But maybe we can get the first down. That was actually pretty close. And he's 2 yards short. That might have put us in field goal range. Oh no, I didn't mean to hit that. I didn't mean to hit that, but it's just a going for it and I accidentally hit something. So we're going to go with curl. No, I don't like this play. Timeout. First of all, I don't want. I accidentally hit the button too far, and I didn't like the audibles. There was me. So yeah, now it's going for a 53-yard field goal. The field goal unit's out there. His curl's at 57. There's Wynn though. Run basically the left hash to give the Panthers the lead back. Here we go, and it's. I might have missed it. Maybe. Come on, sneaked in the left upright, and it is right down the middle. 10-7 Green Bay. Apparently almost ran out of gas at the end. I kind of missed the meter going down by a hair. Sometimes if you miss it by a hair, even by an ant hair, you miss it. But you still just drill it right down the middle. And here's J.T. Scott that tipped it away. Panthers lead 10-7 with 3:53 remaining in the first half. And we did the ball after halftime. And that will be a touchback. Here we go, from the 25, here's Murray, 10-7 Green Bay, 3:53 remaining in the first half, come on, throws it, it's caught, but a good tackle by 31 Amos, lost a yard, so tackle for a loss, sending down and 11 now, so completion percentage went up, but that's all. They'd lose a yard, sending down and 11 from the 24, that was a good open field tackle by Adrian Amos, our strong safety, and that was another good tackle. Dot 4, it's only 3rd down and 7. Not sure who tackled that, but that was Williams. I think that's their tight end. Here we go, 3rd and 7 now, under 3 to play in the first half. Here we go. Come on, we need some pressure, and it's caught. Come on, stop him. Oh, I think he's a yard short. I think he got 6. He needed 7. It's 4th and a yard. I doubt they're going for it on their own 34, but maybe. Looks like they are punting it. They usually, because if they don't did it, even though it's only a yard, if they don't did it, we just bought their 34, and they do punt it. As that will be, there's a flag down, and there's Kyle on the return, and he's up to like the 35-yard line. But what's the flag? It's holding on us. It's holding on Vernon Scott, strong safety, and they accept it. And now back us up to our own 24-yard line. 2:15 to go in the first half. We have 2 timeouts plus a 2-minute warning. We're up 10-7, and we also blocked for halftime. Here we go. First play. And it's sacked. I might have went going for circle, but Chandler Jones sacked Aaron Rodgers. Loss of 11, 7 down and 21. Still with a stream, but that's probably on a 2-minute warning. It is 2-minute warning here in Glendale. 10-7 Green Bay. Good game so far. And now it says shoot clock. I don't want to shoot clock. I want to try to get the first down. If we didn't get like 10 yards back, if we didn't get back to 3rd and 10, or even 3rd and 15, it would be better. We got the 34 for a first. 2nd and 21 from the 13. Here we go, and he's open. Samuel made the catch up to the 29-yard line, and he got a lot. It's now 3rd and 6, so we're sending it along the 3rd and manageable. Here we go. And across the middle. What kind of throw was that? Inaccurate because of the pressure. We have to punt now. So both teams have to punt. There's Scott. Come on. We need a good punt here, although the wind's going against him. It was a decent punt. Kind of missed the meter going down. Good tackle by 21. And 44-yard punt. Then 2 yards on the return, I said. And the Cardinals will take over at their own 25-yard line. So normal field position. It's not like they got the ball at the 50 or in our territory. Or no. Here we go. Here we go. We need some pressure. Caught. And I just completely got broken. Ankles got broken. First down up to the 35. They hurried up. Only a 6-second or a 5-second runoff. It should be like a 20-second runoff. Here we go. Throw. It's caught out of bounds. 4 yards, 7 down and 6. As he just got tackled way out of bounds in the Cardinals sideline, but no penalty or anything. I'm TT over here. Minute 5 or minute 7 remaining. Fond to stop as he went out of bounds. Here we go, and it's caught, and that is a good tackle. And there's an injury, and that's that Scott who had the holding call on that punt. So that's nice. Now, because it's under 2 minutes to go, we did charge the timeout, so we only have 1 left. Minute 2 to go. 3rd and 4 though. Here we go, huge play. 3rd and 4. Quick throw, wide open is 40, and he's down to the 47. Timeout number 1 used by Arizona. They have 2 left. We have 1. And they're at our 47, 58 seconds to go. We have 2 timeouts, or they have 2 timeouts. We have 1. Here we go. And we need some pressure. And he's down to the 37. Timeout number 2 used by the Cardinals. They're in field goal range. We do ball for halftime. High ankle sprain for Vernon Scott, and the substitution is Tevin 10. And he won't return, so Tevin 10 will have to come in. Obviously, had those NFC Championship game woos, and he had some woos in the Panthers Week 1 game in real life. Here we go. We need some pressure, and it's caught. It stayed in bounds. And 45 seconds to go, and they're not hurrying up or anything. Murray only has 1 incompletion. They'll hurry up here. And, well, there's still 35 seconds to play. They have 5 rushes, 15 passes. We need pressure. And that ball is caught down to the 21. 25 seconds. Still have 1 timeout. They're not hurrying up or anything. And they let it run down. There's 15 seconds left. It's 2nd and 4. And here we go. And wide open is 18. And he's down to the 12. Timeout. Final timeout used by Arizona. 8 seconds remaining. Are they not tipped it? I have no idea. And they're not tipping it, so if you tackle them in bounds, half's over because they have no timeouts. Here we go. Come on. And throw to the end zone. Why is he so wide open? Touchdown, Cardinals. And the Cardinals have the lead late in the first half. Or in the final sentence of the first half. 5 seconds to go. Why is he so wide open? I mean, like... And Cardinals, well, that haven't retaken the lead. They did the first lead, but they never had the lead. And that extra point by Prater is drilled. 14-10. Cardinals, 5 seconds to go in the first half. So 75 yards in just, like a minute and a half. We do the ball after halftime, though, so at least that's good. And we have the ball right now, but there's only 5 seconds. So no squibber, or it is kind of a short kick. Return from the 9. And just make sure they don't fumble or anything. Cobb, well, is up to the 28-yard line. 1 second, but obviously they're only at the 28-yard line. We did the ball after halftime, though, so we'll be fine. We start defense to shape up. Obviously, have that 1 interception, but we're losing. I don't know how that die was wide open. Here we go. Last play of the half. Unless there's a penalty on the Cardinals. And that was tipped up and that was actually closer than you thought. But Tanyan, if he was like 5 yards farther towards the end zone, he might have caught that off the tip and ran into the end zone. Could have. That might have landed like 2 yards in front of him. That was actually closer than you thought. 14-7 Cardinals at halftime. And let's send you to Orlando and John Coachman for the EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Sunday night game is Cowboys, Vikings, Eagles, and Lions during the day. Spotlight in that game. Buccaneers and Saints play late game. Cowboys and Vikings and Sunday Night Football. Giants and Chiefs on Monday Night Football. And they're also highlighting the Jazz and Seahawks. Obviously the Jazz are 6-0. So Jaguars at Seahawks at 4:05 p.m. Eastern Time. I believe he was 2019, but I think he made his debut in 2019. That was a wide open touchdown. So let's get back to the game. Second half starts now. Panthers get the ball as they're down 14-10, and that will be returned from about the 1 yard line by Randall Cobb. So they got via trade. He was on the Panthers up to the 2018 season, then he signed with the Cowboys via free agency for the 2019 season. Then he signed with the Texans via free agency for the 2020 season, and then after the 2020 season, the Panthers traded for Cobb for like a 6th round pick to the Texans. Here we go. The second half starts now. Let's throw it to Jones. He's there, and he got 7, I think. We started from the 24, or 6 rather. 7 down and 4. I'm actually nervous right now because the defense really can't stop anybody. We'll have that interception, but that's it. Here we go, and that's a lot. There's a lot of people in the box. He got through that first wave, and now Simmons is hurt. That's the 3rd injury for the Cardinals. We have 1. They have 3. And now it's now 3rd and 1. I'm throwing it here. Should I be running it? I don't know. Here we go. Here we go. It's just wide open. It's Cobb. Up for the 50, first down. And also, this past week, in this game, which was week 7, the Vikings had their bye. So the Vikings already had their bye. Obviously, our bye is week 13. Obviously, next episode of the series is the Panthers week 12 game, and it's the Rams at home. It's a Sunday late game, and it's the Panthers. It's the Panthers' last game before their bye week, which their bye week is week 13. Here we go, and let's throw it to Adams. He got past everybody. Waiting for him. They did pass like the linebackers and secondary, and got into an open area. First down, Green Bay. First catch of the game, 15 yards. And let's show the screen. It's a screen to Jones here on the left. Got the blockers in front. We have we have like 1 blocker. And he did get 6 yards though. 7 down and 4. Second and 4 now. Let's stay with the Jones. Here's Jones. Broke a tackle. And he got 7 rushes, 32 yards. Now he's on to 200 yards. It's a thing. And then he's on to 4 touchdowns. But here we go. It's 1st and 10 from the 23. 3:10 remaining in the third. Good drive so far. Let's stay with the Tunyon. The tight end. His first reception, he's out of bounds to the 16. Rodgers 9 for 13, 92 yards and a touchdown. So he hasn't really touched the ball that much. Good drive so far. Taking over half of the third quarter. 7 rushes, 13 passes for us. So here we go. And it's going to be a dangerous throw. But it was a good throw as it got over 2 Cardinals defenders. Touchdown! Packers, Davante Adams. That was in double coverage. Yeah, it's not his first touchdown. It's his 4th. So it said his first receiving touchdown. That was of the game. And A.J. Dillon, when he got one earlier, it said it was his first receiving touchdown. That was of the game. And I don't think it was his first of the year though, because I remember doing that play before where he goes out to the left and he catches it, right? Or where he goes out to the left. And I've done that play a few times, and sometimes I throw it to him. So that was his first receiving touchdown of the game. And then for Adams. For Adams is number 4, and for Dillon, I'm not sure how many it was, but for Dillon it probably was maybe like 2 or 3, and for Adams it was definitely 4. 17-14 Green Bay, 2:41 remaining in the third quarter, and that's a touchback. That's the returner for Cardinals was 85. I think that's a 95 earlier, but it was 85. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. And there's a QB draw again, and that was a good tackle. I thought he had a fumble. 2 rushes, 26 yards for Murray. He got 3 on that one. He got 23 on the one earlier. 7 down and 7. 2:10 remaining. Their 4th possession. Here we go. That's a quick throw. Caught. And he's up to 49. 48. First down. Here we go. And he throws it weird. It's comp 85. Is their returner. And he's down to the 37-yard line. We cannot stop him at this point. That's the thing. We have that one interception, but other than that, we haven't really done anything. Here we go. That's the first reception for that guy. Hopkins is kind of mid, and it's thrown! How was it not intercepted? But somehow that was caught by 17. Send it down to 1. I don't know how that wasn't intercepted. Hopkins is wide left. Here we go, and that's a throw to 18, and he's down to the 20. 30 seconds remaining in the third quarter. They're really driving right now. We have 3 drives only. 2 touchdowns and we have 4 drives. 2 touchdowns, a field goal, and a punt. And the Cardinals also have, this is their fifth, they also have 4 drives. And here's another QB draw. Hit stick him. And he's down to the 11. That's the end of the third quarter. 17-14 Green Bay. As both teams scored 7 in the first. They scored 7 in the second. We scored 3, and we scored 7 in the third, and they scored none. As we're up 3 as we're ahead of the fourth quarter, but they're driving 7-1 from our 11. This is their 5th drive because obviously they have 4 drives before this. 2 touchdowns, an interception, and a punt. Here we go. Here's Murray thrown, and it's incomplete. So they have 4 drives so far: 2 touchdowns, an interception, and a punt. And we also have 4 drives, I believe, too. Because we have 2 touchdowns, a field goal, and a punt. And this is the Cardinals' 5th drive. So both teams have 4 drives. This is their 5th. Here's 3rd and 1, and it's incomplete. It's intended for Hopkins. Now it's 4th and a yard. And it looks like they're on a ticket to tie the game. Watch the fate, though. It is a 27-yard field goal attempt. 28, rather. And from the right hash, Prater drills it. And the game is tied at 17. 8 seconds into the fourth quarter. That was I think that was 28 yards. But either way, it's the game is tied. I do want to see that. I believe it was 28 yards from the right hash. It was definitely from the right hash. Yeah, it was a 28-yard field goal by Prater. He made it. It was from the right hash. And the game is tied at 17. The game is tied at 17. 5:52 remaining in the fourth. 17 all. 5:52 remaining. And that will be in the end zone. And that will, I'm just going to catch it and not move, touchback. I just want to take it from the 25. Tied at 17. 5:52 remaining. So our 5th drive. Before this, we have 4 drives, 2 touchdowns, 1 field goal, and a punt. We need a touchdown. Here we go, and let's roll out. And do I throw it? I do! And he got it! Adams! He's in the zone. What a catch! Might have been a one-handed catch, but what a catch and what a throw! Down to the 29 at one point. That's a slide to the left. Uh-oh. And I just chucked it away. Luckily that was intercepted. He only has 5 incompletions. Sending down in 10 from the 29. 5:14 remaining. Adams, 3 receptions, 77 yards. Let's stay with the Jones. He's on a cutback outside. And he only got no yards. And it looks like now Patrick, which I believe is our left guard, is injured. So, although I hopped it outside, we got no yards. 3rd and 10 now, and there's still 5 minutes to go. Give or take, 5:09 to be exact. Here we go. And here we go. Throw, it's caught! No, it's not caught. It was Dylan who had that first touchdown by Green Bay. Sending pass deflection by number 7. Pedroio strain will return soon. Re-injury risk medium. Our substitution is Newton, who's at 55. Yeah, I sucked it up, dude. It's a 46-yard field goal, so that drive right there was only like 50 seconds. From the left hash, he hit Crosby one on field goals. Like I said, this is 46 yards from the left hash. This is a 46-yard field goal attempt from the left hash. They give the Panthers the lead back, and it is good. 2017 Panthers, 2017 Panthers, 5:01 remaining in the game. Oh, I mean, does give them the lead, but we're still. What the heck is this? Oh, that was a glitch. So here's a kick by Scott, our punter. 2017 Panthers, and that's a return from about a yard deep. 5 minutes remaining in the game, and he's bottled up at the 21-yard line to take over down 2017. 4:58 remaining. I mean, they should go down and score a touchdown with like a minute left, or we actually could stop them because we haven't stopped them. We had the interception. a punt, and also that field goal. Here we go, and they're trailing by a field goal again. We haven't had a sack all day. Seriously, he ran around and threw it. Hopkins. He has 3 incompletions. I think 2 of them were on that. I think one was on 2nd and 1 from the 11, and one was on 3rd and 1 from the 11. And then there was one earlier. No, and then the other one is the interception. Here we go, throw, and now it was inaccurate. 2nd down and 10. 4:24 remaining. Here we go. And come on, sack him! He got rid of it! Good play by the defender. I think that was Alexander, but good play by the corner. 3rd down and 10. Huge 3rd down with 4:20 remaining. Fans are sort of on their feet. 4th and 20, or excuse me, 3rd and 10 from the 36. 2017 Panthers. Good play, knocked it out. 4th down, and here comes the punt team for the Cardinals. They did the huge stop. Now let's see a touchdown that made it a 2-score game. And here we go. No, he's punted. This is 2nd turn. Here we go, and I'm going to return this one. Now, here's Cobb, and he only got like 5 on the return, up to our 24-yard line. 4:10 remaining in the football game. Panthers have the ball, up 2017, 4:10 remaining. Here we go. Touchdown makes it a 2-score game, but anything less. If we did a field goal, whatever, now that means they need a touchdown, but still a 1-score game. That's a great catch by Adams. One play, we're already there, 4 minutes remaining, 25 yards. We have 200 total yards, just 200 total yards. Here we go. Touchdown makes it a 2-score game. Field goal will still make it it would still be within a field goal and a touchdown. They'll still be within 1 score, but they will need a touchdown, not a field goal. Here we go, have to stuff it between like 10 billion guys, and he goes backwards. Loss of 1. Here we go, half-back toss. He does have 31 yards in this game. Half-back toss to the right. Hopefully, I don't lose like 5 yards on this, because obviously. Here we go, I need a hole. There's the hole! Good blocking! Stay in bounds, and he's down at the 27. Huge run for Jones. 2:50 remaining. 4 yards after contact. Down to the 27. 2:30 remaining. Bob says things not over yet. Both teams have all 3 times plus a 2-minute warning. We're up 3. Touchdown. We'll make it a 2-score game. Wide open. Is 18 Randall Cobb, and he's down at the 2. Rodgers over 200 passing yards. Let's have that 2 touchdowns. One to A.J. Dillon, the other one to Devontae Adams. And we are, well, 2 yards away from making a 2-score game. We are at the 2-minute warning. 2017 Panthers, but the Panthers are 2 yards away from making this game a 2-score game. Here we go, and they're not even doing goal line. This is a Jones run. He's gonna run it up the gun, and he's not a yard. So he's halfway there. Timeout number 1 used by Arizona, as they're trying to somehow keep us out of the end zone, but I don't think that's gonna happen. We're gonna throw it. Yeah, but that'll make it a 2-score game. Tom should be open. If we roll out right here, Tom should be open, and it's gonna chuck it, and he's open. Touchdown! I saw there was in that area there was 2 receivers and only 1 defender, and I tried to roll out right, pressure in his face right away, and he somehow chucked it away, and it wasn't inaccurate. It was accurate, or it was a accurate throw, not an inaccurate throw. And Tom got his feet down, 1-2. They might review it, but either way, he got the feet down, and they won't review it, and we're up 9. 2-score game, minute 53 remaining. Cardinals only have 2 timeouts. And the kick is good. 27-17 Green Bay, minute 53 remaining. Cardinals need a touchdown, an extra point, and a field goal. And they only have a minute 53 to do that, and 2 timeouts. So probably they need, 2 scores and probably an onside kick recovery after they did their first score. Whatever it is, regardless if it's a field goal or touchdown, but they only have somewhere they probably in there that after the first goal they probably need an onside kick recovery. There's only a minute 50 remaining. Cardinals only have 2 timeouts. It's up to the 26-yard line. 27-17 Green Bay. Murray started hot, but well, he's cooled down a little bit. Yeah, it's falling off. They got the field goal, so they haven't been shut out here in the second half. Throw! That's Rodgers' throw to Tom for the touchdown. That might have been his first of the year. I'm not exactly sure. I did not want to be on Amos. Here we go. I'm apparently on a corner now, and that's an inaccurate throw. 3rd and 3. I didn't mean to be on a corner, but they put me on. Yeah, I don't want to be on a corner. I want to be on the defensive line. TT, minute 27 to go. 3rd and 3. Obviously, it is 4-down territory, but they don't have to worry about that. 1st down, but it's not going to continue to move. They have 2 timeouts. There's now a minute 15 remaining. Here we go. And a quick throw, and that was a good breakup. Minute 12 remaining, 2nd down and 10. We haven't had any stats in the same. And the Cardinals had 1. Here we go. Quick throw, caught. But he'll stay in bounds, and timeout number 2 used by Arizona. So at this point, they need a field goal or touchdown here. They need to score regardless if it's a field goal or a touchdown. But they need to take recovery too, because minute remaining, give or take, and 1 timeout. Throw! It's caught, and he's down to the 25. A minute remaining. They hurried up here. Now it's actually 11-second run up, so I'll take that. There's only 45 seconds remaining. Another quick throw. It's caught, and he's down to the 19, 40 seconds remaining. Surprisingly, not kicking it here, so because they're wasting it. They need 2 scores and fall. How does it not picked off? 29 seconds remaining, and you can see the offense is posing. And there is 5 players, looks like, and one of them there was Rodgers, Adams, Dillon. I saw, and maybe some other people, maybe like Jones or something. Let's see. 3rd and 3 now. If they don't get this, and it's 4th down. Wide open, it's 87, and he's in. Touchdown. Hold the butts here. This game might not be over. I could have dove with the defender, but I didn't realize I was a defender until I realized I was a defender, but then, well, and then I realized I was a defender, but they need an onside kick recovery. They only have 1 timeout, 25 seconds, so here's Prayer's extra point. And it is good. It's a 3-point game, and then 27-24 Green Bay. 25 seconds remaining, but we need that onside kick recovery. So, like I was saying, I could have dove at the tight end. I might not got him, but here we go. Onside kick recovery, or onside kick. That's what I meant to say. And it is recovered by number 8, Curtis Samuel. Tackled their 45, and that's all she wrote. They only have 1. Actually, excuse me, that wasn't by Curtis Samuel. Curtis Samuel's number 9. That was tackled by, or that was a hit, picked up by Amir Rodgers. It was a wide receiver they drafted, who they picked, or who they drafted, or not who they drafted, but who they picked in last year's draft, or in this last NFL draft. He's a wide receiver from Clemson. He was the one that picked it up. He's number 8, and and Curtis Samuel's number 9. Let's QB kneel. As Packers are in victory formation, as we won't show this, and that is, well, they might call their final timeout, and they will, but we only have to kneel one more time. It's a good game. This was actually a pretty good game. The last episode we won, I said 38-19, and it said we lost 19-0. And the first game we won 24-19. This one, well, pretty good game. As now it's 3rd down, but now run out the clock. Like I said, I could have dove at when I was a defender right behind that tight end who scored that touchdown. I could have dove at his feet, but I didn't realize. I just had a brain fart. I didn't think quick enough to dive at his feet, and by the time I was like, oh, I should have dove at his feet to try to tackle him. I might have done him anyways, but I didn't even dive at his feet. By the time I realized, oh, I didn't dive at his feet, and I was a defender right behind him, well, it was too late. And even if I dove at his feet, I might still got in. I still might not have been able to tackle him. And he might have felt like I might have got him, but then he might have been able to still fall in the end zone because he was at the 5-yard line. But either way, doesn't matter because we still won. We still won 27-24 over the Cardinals here on Thursday Night Football. They had more passing yards, but we had more rushing yards. We averaged 7.5 yards per play. We had that one takeaway. That probably made a difference in the game. Well, I think it did, because if they went down and scored a touchdown on the drive where Murray threw that interception, which was the first drive of the game for the Cardinals or either team, well, yeah, that's going to be a big game against Kansas City. It's a Sunday late game. Obviously, they'll have what, week and a half week and a half. Have a week and a half to think about it, basically. As we move the 6-2. Yeah, we move the 6-2, and the Cardinals fall, or the Panthers move the 6-2. We should be 7-1 if we had that clutch loss, but the Panthers move the 6-2, and the Cardinals fall to 4-4. As that's 205 yards for Rodgers, 272 for Murray, 2 touchdowns for Murray, 3 for Rodgers. Jones 11 carries, 57 yards. Unfortunately, he didn't get the 200 rushing yards or 200 rushing / receiving yards or the 4 touchdowns, but QB rating 142.7 for Rodgers, 102.5 for Murray, so both were over 100, but obviously the Packers got the dub. See you on the other side. Yeah, Murray he was picked first overall in the 2019 draft because experienced 2 years, 19 and 2019 and 2020. So he went 28 for 37, 272 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception, 75% completion percentage. Rodgers 14 for 20, so he didn't throw it that much. 205 yards, 70% completion percentage, 3 touchdowns, and no interceptions. And rushing, Jones 11 for 57, Connor 4 for 9 with a touchdown, Murray 3 for 35, and Aaron Rodgers 2 for -2. That was the reason why it's 2 for -2 is just the kneel down. I was like, where are those from? And receiving, well, I just looked at the Packers. Who cares about the Cardinals? Adams 4 for 102 and 1 touchdown. Jones 3 for 15. Cobb 3 for 43 with a touchdown. Samuel 2 for 31. Tanya 1 for 7. And Dylan 1 for 7 with that touchdown. So Dylan had the first touchdown. Adams had the second one, and Cobb had the third one. And obviously we had the 2 field goals. Defense, Amos. We never had any stats, but obviously we had Alexander had the interception. Obviously we have some tackles here, but unfortunately there was no stats. But we had the interception, and Kitton, well, Crosby 2 for 2 on field goals. He made it from what I think, yeah, his long was 53, so I think he made it from 53 and 46, and obviously it was 3 for 3 on extra points. And then for the other side, the Cardinals, Matt Prater 1 for 1 on field goals. His long was 28, only field goals from 28 yards, and then he's also 3 for 3 on extra points. Because both teams had 3 touchdowns. We had 3 touchdowns, the Panthers had 3 touchdowns, 3 extra points, and 2 field goals, and the Cardinals had 3 touchdowns, 3 extra points, and 1 field goal. So the difference in the game was a field goal, which is 3 points. But the Panthers did the dub. Hopefully it doesn't screw it up and say we lost 24-0 or we won 27-0. Hopefully that doesn't happen. It didn't happen the last 2 games, but knock on wood, hopefully that doesn't happen again. Well, if it does, please have us at least win have us still win, because if we lose, then, well, that's just unfortunate. And we do play the Vikings, I think, week 11 and week 17. So that's on a huge game. Obviously, both of those will be off camera. That's episode of the series. Not sure when it's going to be in real in this game. It'll be the Panthers week 12 game against the Rams at home. It's a Sunday late game, and like I said, it's against the Rams at home. It's the Panthers week 12 game, and which is the Panthers. It's a Panthers week 12 game, and it's the Panthers last game before their bye, which is week 13. So yeah, next episode of the series will be, like I said, the Panthers week 12 game, and it's the Rams at home. It's Sunday afternoon, or it's a Sunday late game, and it's the Panthers last game before their bye week, which is in week 13. Lucky number 13. So late bye though, because obviously you have like the Vikings who had their bye in week 7. Panthers had the bye on week 13 as a late bye, but hopefully we can win that day, and it's a Rams, so you can go in that bye feeling good about yourself, and hopefully you'll have a good record by then, and hopefully we can clinch the playoffs, because right now we're not in the division, and we're not in first place, but hopefully we can get there by the end of the season. There's time closing the board. If it's time closing the board. If you hit subscribe the like button, just subscribe if you have any answer. Your mom, dad, grandpa, aunts, uncles, pets, and friends about these videos. And I'm gonna see you in episode number 4 of his Green Bay Packers Madden 22 franchise series. See you in episode number 4. And eat on a bacon and go Packers.